It's that time again, time for some exciting Formula One action. Who will emerge victorious in the Battle of Baku? Well, we're just about ready to get underway. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Norris, Max Verstappen, and Fernando Alonso, Russell, Sainz, Albon, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Ocon, Bortoletto, Liam Lawson, and Behrman, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Isaac Hadjar, and Pierre Gasly. Doohan and Oscar Piastri rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Good job, nice overtake. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Okay, gap to the car in front, 2.2 seconds.
Thanks for all your efforts in trying. We saw the flag, so yeah. Have a weekend off and regroup for next race. Thanks, guys.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
It's been a hard afternoon of brilliant racing, but now it's time for some proper celebrations. The podium awaits. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.